Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another tier list. Last time out I made a video where I ranked all of the Albanian entries for Eurovision into these different 7 categories on a tier list. And today I figured let's do the same thing but for Armenia. Now Armenia has only participated in Eurovision since 2006, and I believe they've skipped 2 years. Like 2012, of course, they weren't participating because the contest was hosted by Azerbaijan. And then 2021, I don't remember the reason, but they didn't participate that year either. But all of the other songs we have here, and I was thinking, let me put them where I think they apply to my personal opinion in terms of these categories. I hope you understand what I mean. Um, of course, my list is not going to look the same as yours, and that's completely fine. I want you to tell me how your list would look in the comments, or at least something about your list. You don't have to put all of these songs into categories yourselves as well, because there's a lot of them. But tell me what your biggest disagreements are, or biggest agreements, whatever you prefer. I think we're just gonna go through them here. I think Armenia is quite a strong country in terms of Eurovision. I usually like their songs, so I'm assuming a lot of them are gonna be towards the top here. The categories are among the greatest. Now we're speaking like the top Eurovision songs of all time. Um, Fantastic is just incredible songs, well put together. Really love them. Really great ones, yeah, self-explanatory, well put together, just great songs in in general. Solid is for the ones that you think are kind of, yeah, this is good, but maybe not. You don't love it as other categories maybe. Then we have the I like it, but dot dot dot. So you kind of have to fill in why you don't think it should be higher, even though you like it a little bit. And then not for me. Sometimes there are songs like you can hear that, oh, this could be for an audience, and this might actually be really good, but you just don't click with it, and then they end up down there. And hopefully we don't have to use this category down here too much. It's what happened here. Just songs that you have no idea who thought it was a good idea to send them to Eurovision. We'll see if anything ends up there. But let's start. Armenia, 2006 was their debut, and they got a pretty good result right away with Without Your Love. Um, I think this one, I love the stage performance of it. There's so much energy and so much chaos just going on all over the place. But the song, I don't know, it's a bit too, should I say messy? I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a cohesive unit in that sense, and I don't really tag along to everything that's going on in it. But I think the performance of it really elevates it. Um, so I'm gonna put it in solid. I don't think this is really great or anything. I would never go out of my way to listen to this song because it just doesn't really work for me in that sense. But I would absolutely watch this performance because it gives me a lot of enjoyment. But I don't really think that it's all the way up there with the top songs from Armenia. I think it's a good one. It's a good, it's a good debut. I think to just really go into the contest with a bang like this, but it's not really a song I set out to listen to that much. Next up is Armenia 2007. This, however, is a song that I actually set out to listen to. I think this one is really beautiful. It has a brilliant instrumental, really, and it's very well arranged, very well structured. I think there's especially like this emotional load that it carries throughout is really tangible in my opinion, and I love how scaled back the instrumental is to really work with this emotional delivery of the vocal. I know that this isn't really a song that everyone is particularly fond of. It could maybe drag for some people, be considered a little bit boring, but for me it's just a very beautiful ballad, well put together, which I can't find any flaws with. And every time I hear it, I get really just chills. I get really emotionally hooked to this one. And I like the stage layout. I like the whole performance of it. I'm gonna put it up in fantastic. I know this maybe this is a bit controversial right away, but I really think this is one of the standouts, especially from 2007, but also one of the standouts that Armenia have sent. However, it pales in comparison to Kele Kele down here. This is among the greatest. I gotta say, I love every single thing about Kele Kele. It's the perfect pop anthem, which has incorporated so much character from like an ethnic standpoint, while also having an infectious hook, a fantastic performance, and just really well executed in every area. It's a song I will always listen to if it comes on in my playlist. I would never skip it, never in a million years would I. And I just love listening to it so much. And I also love watching like the whole performance. Everything is just oh, about this song. Love it to bits. This is among the greatest for me. Couldn't care less if you think it should be down here. It's just fantastic. I love it. Or it's even more than fantastic. See? Uh, oh my. Norpar or Jan Jan. I never really understood the name of this song, but if it's Norpar or Jan Jan or whatever, is this. Mm, I love everything. I love every single thing about this. It's so memorable. It's so characteristic. It's so just enjoyable and tons of fun. I'm trying to think like what I ranked in Albania. And I put here in fantastic, I put two songs which I really think are fantastic. I think this one is on par with the. It could be up here. It's very close. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna put Jan Jan here in fantastic. I love everything about this. It's super. Just it really drags the audience into this whole. What do you call it? Like an infectious kind of atmosphere that it has. It's a case of world building and a case of just pure fun entertainment and a really memorable hook on top of it. And I love like some of the intonations throughout this song and the rhythmic varieties in the vocal. It's it's flawless. It really is. I'm not sure if I just. It's just a case of where you want to put it. It could easily be up here for me, but I'm gonna be a bit what do you call it? Like sparse with giving out these, but this one is close. 2010 here, Apricot Stone. If you watched my Sporkle videos, you've seen this song pop up a lot, and I've always explained, or not explained, I haven't explained, I've always expressed my displeasement for this song, so it's gonna be down here. The reason is I think it's incohesive. I'm not very fond of the hook. It feels, I don't know, very to the books, like very by the books in terms of rhythmic engagement and also melody. I like the fact that they're going for a very atmospheric tone in the verses, but just the whole concept of having these two sections completely separated and then having a straight transition between them, it's very choppy in that sense. I'm not really digging the flow of this song. I don't really feel like there is a flow. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I get that people are really fond of the hook, or maybe they're fond of the ambience that the verses carries, but for me, I get really annoyed listening to it. It's quite harshly expressed like that, but that's really what I'm feeling because I want them to kind of make it into a more complete thing than it actually is. It's gonna be down here. It's not awful. It definitely isn't. It's not down here, but it's just not for me. I think that's fair. Um, oh yeah, boom boom chaka chaka. We're actually gonna have the first what happened here because this is just straight up horrendous in my opinion. I don't know. Um, Everything just feels so off-putting about this one for me. The hook is a bit catchy, I will admit, but it's catchy in that kind of really annoying way. And I just think the whole concept of like how the instrumental flows throughout the song, the performance along with this, it's just so not for me. I'm the completely wrong audience for it, but I also don't really find any redeeming qualities in the song, like writing wise, production wise, arrangement wise, nothing. I can't really get behind this, and it's so weird because as you've seen, Armenia have been on, they've done so well, and then this comes. Yeah, no, it's gonna be down here. Lonely Planet. It's not boom boom bad, but it's not really for me. This is a really draggy, kind of mellow rock song in a sense, but it just doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't really evolve into anything. I just think it ponders on, and then when it's over, you just feel like, well, that was 3 minutes, and I don't know what happened during those 3 minutes because it's just not very engaging. It could be a little bit like just calm or casual listening experience that you might enjoy, but I'm not one of those people who enjoy it. So it's going to be down here next to Apricot Stone. They're down here for completely different reasons, but they're still going to be down here, both of them. Then we have Not Alone, 2014. This is up here as well. Like with Jan Jan, I think this could be up here as well, but I think that it hasn't aged the best, and that's probably the only reason why I'm not putting it up here. It's very typical for 2014. You know, you have this dubstep drop towards the end, but when you listen to it with modern ears, or do you say that modern ears? But if you compare it to the production quality of other songs within the same genre that were released at the time, it doesn't quite hold up. I think that it's a really expressive and explosive journey of emotion and of sound, and I just love the whole progression and arrangement of the song. I just think that the production quality is where it falls a little bit flat, making it not one of the absolute best songs in Eurovision history, in my opinion. But it's still fantastic. I love every single time I listen to this song. I just love every second of it, and I'm loving the passion expressed on stage. I'm loving the whole hectic, what do you call it, like the backdrops, and everything is so well performed during this song. It's just when you listen to it with the headphones and you kind of hear like this final drop, it's not as explosive as you want it to be. But when you see it live, it kind of becomes that explosive thing because so much is going on stage. But yeah, I just feel like it falls a little bit short in that regard, but it's still just fantastic, I gotta say. Next up, we have Face the Shadow. This is such a weird one. Like, some parts of the song I'm really quite fond of. There's this section in the verses, which is like the B part, where it goes something with time is ticking, and I don't remember. But I like the melody here, and I like also the stage layout at some parts of the song. And I think there are cool ideas in here. And the progression is kind of also a really cool idea because it goes really hectic towards the end and it really becomes this massive explosion. But it's also a bit messy and all over the place during this section. So I'm going to put it here. I like parts of it. That's what I'm going to say. But overall, it feels a bit incohesive. It feels a bit like too many ideas were just thrown onto the plate and they never really took anything out. And now it's just kind of becomes this incohesive mess towards the end of people shouting over each other, and that's where it falls a little bit flat for me. Love Wave. Yeah, yeah. It's fantastic. It really is. Well, it's gonna be... Is it fantastic or is it really great? No, it's fantastic. I'm loving the instrumental break in the middle of this song, and I really just think they couldn't do anything to make this any better. Difficult for me to really just review this song right now because I think that there are so many cool ideas and it's a very what do you call it, like an authentic song. The progression of it is fantastic, just really enjoyable. I gotta have it up here. I have to. And it's gonna get some company here as well because Fly With Me, my god, what a song. The world building in this, I'm loving the instrumental of it, and I think the vocal really combines very well with it as well. There's this combination of rhythms which just really flows into each other really nicely. Just loving the whole concept of it, and just the sound, like the sound stage of everything and the instrumentation of it. It's just one of these really tangible sound stages where you just get dragged into this little world that they're building, and it progresses really beautifully as well. It's kind of a journey, and the final chorus is really energetic, where the drumming goes a bit, more with more drive. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I really do. It should be up here next to the others. It doesn't look out of place at all up here, I gotta say. I love it. Camille. The fact that this song did not qualify is still just mind-boggling to me. It's such an emotionally hard-hitting ballad. Very well arranged. incredibly well performed. Like the vocal performance of Sevak here, it's up here. It is. It feels so weird to put a non-qualifier up here, but I have no idea how they didn't manage to qualify with this. Maybe someone out there has a good explanation, or maybe someone out there who really doesn't like this song can please tell me what it is about it that you don't like, because I'm quite intrigued, because I still haven't really been able to comprehend the fact that it missed out. But I know some people out there probably have it down here, not for me, or yeah, let's hope no one has it down here next to Boom Boom. But yeah, I just think it's so well put together and so well performed. I can't get over the fact that it didn't go through. It looks perfectly in place with these other songs up here for me, so it's gonna stay there. Walking Out, another really, really great song. Kind of lost out on the stage performance. It felt way too empty when you saw it on stage, and it just didn't click. But listening to it in studio cut, it's so engaging. And I love the incorporation of the horns in the choruses, and so much attitude. It's really great. It really is. I don't think this is quite on par with these up here in Fantastic because of the stage performance. The song has the potential to be up here, but the stage performance really let it down, and it didn't quite have the impact that it should have. When you kind of when you kind of consider how well the song has been put together. It's so well written and well arranged and also well produced that the performance definitely should have matched that, like matched the ambition. But things happen, and they missed out with that one too. Then we have Chains on You. Like the first time I heard this, I wasn't really sold on it. Like it is this kind of style that isn't really my type of music, but it's so freaking catchy. I can't get over how catchy it is. It's pretty well produced. It has this really great attitude in it. It's really great. I really think it's really great. Maybe surprises a few people. I think that this could have easily been down here, but I've just happened to manage to really click with this one. I think it's really memorable. It's not the perfectly written song. It's very repetitive in a sense. It's not very creatively put together in terms of like melody, chords, or just arrangement, but it's so catchy. I can't get over it. It has to be up here, next to Serbuk here. Yeah, chains on you. I'm a put 'em boy, chains on you. And you're gonna be in really great category. That's where I'll put it. I'll also put the final song, Snap, up here. Love the performance of this one. The song isn't really everything to me. I think that it's a decent song to just have on in the background. I'm loving the incorporation of the piano at parts of the song. It really makes it feel like a complete package more than just an acoustic singer-songwriter piece that you would just have on in the background. It actually gives it some memorability. And I think the chorus has this, like clever lyrical technique with the 1, 2 and the counting. It really just clicks. But what really sells it is the stage performance, I think. I think the song on its own could have ended up just here if the stage performance was underwhelming. But everything about the performance just works. And the whole section, or the whole moment when she steps out of this paper-covered room and stands in this middle circle of the structure, it's beautiful, with all of the lights and the chorus, which really just goes the extra mile there at the end. I think it really puts it up a great deal. I don't really think it could be up in Fantastic, not for me personally, but it's really great, I gotta say. And that's my list for the Armenian entries. Now, just looking at it right now, there's a lot of Fantastic going on here. As I said before I started ranking them, Armenia is among my favorite countries here. And as you can see, that's clearly shown here. And especially like these two songs right here, I think Jan Jan and Not Alone could easily be up here. I don't know if I really think maybe this, like, Jan Jan is something else. I might want to put it up there, but I'm gonna leave it here. But you just know that it could have easily looked like this for me, personally. If you prefer it looking like that, then tell me in the comments. But do actually tell me which ones you disagree with me on the most here. I'll be looking forward to reading all about that. And I hope to see you. Maybe I'll make more of these. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I've had fun making it, at least. So I hope to see you in whatever video comes next. Take care of yourselves until then, and bye bye.